It's been really hard today not seeing her, and it's not my choice obviously not to see my daughter on her birthday, but I know there's other people like it in difficult situations where for one reason or not you can't see your children. I've got to be grateful that I'm having at least a couple of hours with them now. I really struggle on a Monday because my babies go back to their dad's house and I don't see them till Friday, although I've got a treat as they've got school fairs this week, so I'm going to see them then. But this is how I have learned to cope without the kids. As you know me, I tell you pretty much everything unless it involves another person, and obviously I don't break their confidentiality. But I was actually I don't know why I'm embarrassed, at an Alpha course, which is basically like an introduction to church, but it's like my third time doing an Alpha course because I keep falling off the wagon. But I'm actually finding it really helpful. I go to quite a few church groups, mainly women's one. I've just had a brilliant meeting with my publisher at home for Eat, Sleep, Control, Repeat, a book coming out this year. I feel like quite moved and emotional because she really did like it. Obviously there's always lots of changes. I had a really late night last night going to the theatre, but it's a good distraction technique when I haven't got the kids. At first when I was getting used to shared childcare, I felt really like lonely and not bored because I've always got tons to do, but like just like my life was empty, and whilst my heart's empty when they're not here, at the same time my life is so full. So I'm off to Leeds for a dress fitting tonight. I had a lovely little chat to Jazz earlier at her fair trade cafe. The washing's up, done my housework, and now it's time to go to Leeds. So now I've got the joyous sound of my kids downstairs. It's my daughter's birthday. I've been really struggling today with it being her birthday. She's my 8-year-old. She's the one who... I'll just check. No, they're not listening. That's alright. The door's shut. She's the one who made me a mum. But it's been really hard today not seeing her. And it's not my choice obviously not to see my daughter on her birthday, but I know there's other people like it in difficult situations where for one reason or not you can't see your children. I've got to be grateful that I'm having at least a couple of hours with them now, so I am thankful for that, but trying to navigate this situation is really hard, especially when it's your flesh and blood, the people you gave life to. It's like days like today which are really difficult and triggering, but we must fight on and just make the most of these moments and make the most of your little ones. I've been trying some self-care today because I know I'm feeling really down. I've cried my way through aerial yoga, then did some work, hello birthday girl, at the dance place, and now I've got my birthday girl back. So we're gonna party, aren't we, and open some presents? Yeah.
It must be like Adam or someone, I don't know.
Present time for my mermaid. So the balloons may still be up. The house is still a little bit messy with confetti balloons exploded behind me. It still is a house where children live, but sadly not for most of the week they don't. So I really struggle, as I was showing you last week. I really struggle on a Monday because my babies go back to their dad's house and I don't see them till Friday, although I've got a treat as they've got school fairs this week, so I'm going to see them then. But this is how I have learned to cope without the kids. So I've had a busy day. As soon as I do the school run, I feel really sad because the kids don't want to leave, I don't want them to leave. So I run to the gym, did a gym class even though I've been feeling really poorly because I get really down about it. And then I've come home, had a social media session where I trained a young adult with learning difficulties. Then I've been smashing it out my blog, had a health appointment at home, and then I've just been preparing my belly dance music as I have a big show on Friday night at the Simply Ladies fashion show, so I'm doing a really big performance with my belly dancing. So that's a good positive focus, the power of the sisterhood, which has helped me through and cope without the kids, which are basically my heart and soul and were my identity for the past 8 years. So obviously them having birthdays have been a massive trigger, so it feels really difficult today. But I'm off out again, got a group to go to, so I'm going to go to that, then come home, do a bit more work, and I might treat myself to a bath. Then I'm up early because I'm going to an early gym class tomorrow so I can get to the kids' school fair on time. So I'm glad that I get to see them and appreciate those moments. And as my mental health nurse said, rather than focus on the time they leave, focus on when they're coming back. So I'm going to try and do that, focusing on them coming home. But right now it feels really crap, which is daft because I have so much on and an amazing life. And people often get envious of my life. They're like, you're so lucky that you don't have the kids like most of the week. But I'd give it all up to see them more. But right now, that's not going to happen. So this is how I try and cope. Hey everyone, so I wasn't clear about last night what group I was going to, but I should be honest because I'm trying to be as authentic as possible on my YouTube channel. As you know me, I tell you pretty much everything unless it involves another person, and obviously I don't break their confidentiality. But I was actually at, I don't know why I'm embarrassed, at an Alpha course, which is basically like an introduction to church, but it's like my 3rd time doing an Alpha course because I keep falling off the wagon. But I'm actually finding it really helpful. I go to quite a few church groups, mainly women's ones, and it's not that I'm like, I think I get really scared of the stigma of church, but I've really found with being separated from the kids half the week, and yeah, it's given me time to focus on things. And this year is about love, and normally love to me is about my kids and men, I'll be honest. But actually I've really got to learn to love myself, and also my faith, and be honest about who I am. So I am definitely on a journey, and also it's my kind of church. Like I literally rock up on a Sunday after belly dancing late Saturday night. So Saturday night I'm shimmying, and then Sunday I'm with the kids at church cutting out shapes for houses and sheep and whatnot. So I do love the contrasting life. And then also, yeah, last night was really funny because my phone blurted out with the music I'd been listening to, which was Christina Aguilera Fighter, which is like the soundtrack to my life at the moment. And yeah, nobody even batted an eyelid. It was just like, oh yeah, it's Sophie. But yeah, so it's being in those groups and spaces where you're not judged, because there's also a lot of stigma when you don't have your kids, especially I think for us mums. People are like, well, why haven't you got them, as if there's something wrong with you. So yeah, it's really helped being in non-judgmental places. And I feel good now after a horrid boxercise session, but I always feel better after. So I ran to the gym this morning, did that. And then I got to go to Ariana's fair trade fair at her school. So that was nice to see. It was just half an hour, but you really appreciate those little things. And I'm grateful that I've got a job that's flexible, that can still do that. And a really supportive school as well, that have supported the kids whilst they've been going through lots of stuff at home. So yeah, it's really nice to think and to focus on now. I've just been cleaning up after the kids, and I've got my publisher coming about my new book, focusing on those things, getting the kids stuff ready for them to come home, rather than thinking about is that they've left. I'm ready, getting prepared for them to come back. And they're picking up some stuff that they've forgotten. So even moments like that, you're kind of like, oh, I get to see them. And I get to see my other daughter tomorrow for her fair trade fair. So that's nice. But today now is focused. I've cleaned up for my publisher, although my kitchen's still a bit of a mess, but I won't get on with my work if I don't start it now, so I better go. So I'm so excited now. I've just had a brilliant meeting with my publisher at home for Eat, Sleep, Control, Repeat, a book coming out this year. I feel like quite moved and emotional because she really did like it. Obviously there's always lots of changes because it's a long book, but it's also really, really raw about my journey, and just to be accepted for all my weird idiosyncrasies and my kind of like difficult past means a lot. And I also find like it's my calling to be able to talk about the really gross, difficult stuff. So yeah, I'm really like relieved, and I get to see the kids shortly after school because they're picking up a dress for their fancy dress this week. So I've made it nice for my publisher and them. So as you can see, this last week we found out that we secured the house. I'm going to do a bit more of a vlog on that so you know the real story behind it, because I think it's easy just to see a nice house and somebody go, woo, look at my keys, without actually knowing the journey of nearly being homeless and other things from homelessness and stuff. So I will be sharing that soon, but at the moment I'm just appreciating the nice little things. And I've said to the girls that this is their home and this is our security now. And I bought them this because I struggle having the toys out because it reminds me of them. But look, it's a cute toy box and a poof. It's not supposed to be a toy box, but you know, I'm going to use it was. And that's from Beautify. So I bought that. I'll have to put an Amazon link below to it because it's so lovely. And it goes with all my stuff, my disc table and my light, my cushions from the range, and my wings. So I've said that we're going to make this house, it's our trio house. It's 3 girls, all girl house, and it's going to be our special safe place no matter what. And I've been into their school, as I said. I also had a meeting with their teacher as well, because it's about providing them some security, and I'm going to look at getting them some phones just so they can FaceTime me when they're not with me, because I never know if it's good to call and remind them that I'm not there or not. But I am going to start to call more, just so that they know. But I think I was trying to like leave them to it, but actually they've said that they'd like to chat more. So I thought give them some ownership by giving them a phone just for FaceTime, not a SIG contract or anything like that, so that they can decide when they want to be in touch with me. So then there's hopefully no more barriers to them getting in contact when they're not with me. And also I think I might get them something with them, so like a toy or a cuddly toy, because I've got one of their toys that I have in their bed and they hug it before they leave. So I want them to have something from me. So I bought Jazz this green white Furby thing, and she's now got that on her coat, and it's those little anchoring things that they know that no matter what they can hold, and mummy's always there. Oh, I can't even say it without crying. Right, back to work. So it's an adults night out at Cabaret at Leeds Grand Theatre, so making the most of being child. So we've just come out of Leeds Grand Theatre. I forgot how dark Cabaret is. Yeah, I'd totally forgotten. It was really powerful though, and I'd say escapism in theatre, but it wasn't really escapism because unfortunately it's a stark reminder of how bad things can be, and especially in the current climate politically and whatnot. But yeah, I'd seen the girls earlier, they dropped round. It felt a bit weird because they're a bit like strangers sometimes when they drop in, but at least I've had and made the most of a child-free night with my lovely friend Charlotte, and then off to bed because I'm up early for my HIIT class tomorrow. Good morning everyone. So I had a really late night last night going to the theatre, but it's a good distraction technique for when I haven't got the kids. At first, when I was getting used to shared childcare, I felt really like lonely and not bored because I've always got tons to do, but like just like my life was empty, and whilst my heart's empty when they're not here, at the same time my life is so full. Like I'm like, how did I used to have them full time? Because I've got so much on my plate that I'm actually feeling really overwhelmed at the moment, where I'm struggling to keep up with everything, and it's like literally just having to do whatever's work on my plate, and that is pretty much all I can manage at the moment until the girls come back. But I've been to HIIT this morning because exercise adds great structure to my day. So it's funny, structure has changed since not having the kids anymore. So I'm kind of like, and that was something to adjust to as well, because obviously the school run, bedtime, breakfast time, dance classes, whatever, that was kind of like your structure before, especially as somebody who's self-employed. And now, so when I don't have them, it's a bizarre feeling to get used to. So I'm only just kind of shaping my own routine without them, and that does feel a bit better, because I think we all need a bit of structure in our life, and I think that's where the gym helps, like booking in my fitness classes and stuff. Because then I kind of know what my structure is, and as you know, I use that Move GB app, so you can find a link on mamamade.co.uk to like book all my classes, but that is an affiliate link. But anyway, today I'm off to Jasmine's bake sale. So yesterday was Ariana's and today is Jasmine's, so I'm looking forward to that. And then I've got to get home, crack on with some work, and then I'm off to Leeds. So I'm actually having my dress fitting because I've got a big show Friday night at the Simply Ladies Fashion Show and Awards. And I've also got another theatre review to do tonight with my friend Katie. So I'm going to Wake in Leeds, see my designer friend who's designed me my costume for Friday, and then my other dancer friend, my Bollywood dancer friend, we're off to Leeds Playhouse to see Oliver Twist. So it's a funny one because it's obviously a children's book, but I think it's for older kids anyway, but I'm going with my friend instead. So yeah, so I better go because I don't want to be late for Jasmine's bake sale, and I want to be able to just appreciate, even though it's just half an hour with her, I want to be able to appreciate that. And it's that lovely sense of pride when they see like you at their school, and in their little safe world, they like it, you know. It's always that thing, isn't it, when your parents come into school, it's exciting. So I better not be late for that, so see you in a bit. So I'm off to Leeds for a dress fitting tonight. I had a lovely little chat to Jazz earlier at her Fair Trade Cafe. The washing's up, done my housework, and now it's time to go to Leeds. I've actually got more of a work outfit on, even though I've been working from home today. But yeah, I'm off to get a dress fitting, and then I'm going to see Oliver at Leeds Playhouse. So it should be an interesting one. So I've arrived at Wake in Leeds and I'm about to get dress fitted with my new exciting outfit. Leeds Playhouse, Oliver time. Good morning. So it's official. I managed 8 hours sleep last night. I've not been prioritising sleep enough, which I know is crazy because you always pray when you've got kids, oh, can't wait the day till I can actually just do what I want and sleep. So actually I could be doing what I want and sleep, but I'm not allowing myself because I've got so many goals. But one of my goals is to sleep more. And as I went to the theatre last night to see Oliver, which was actually for aged 11 plus, so my kids couldn't have gone. Again, you just romanticise everything, don't you, when you ain't got them. But I do feel better this morning for having that sleep. Now I'm going to crack on with my work before running to teach dance, and then it's only Thursday today, so then I've got burlesque later, lots of dance stuff to do today, and then Friday tomorrow, so I get to see the kids again. So it does go fast, but I'm probably keeping a bit too busy to fill my time. So it's Friday and the kids are home today. I thought I'd just give you a quick last look into my fridge, because I've been shopping today for the kids, because this is what my fridge looks like when they're not here. I've got all sorts of naughty stuff in there, but I've tried to go shopping to buy kid-friendly stuff. Anyway, I will see you next week. Peace, love and shimmies.